back to my channel. It's your girl Gemani, and in today's video, as you can see by the title, I'm going to be doing assumptions about black people / black women. But before I get started, I want to give a shout out to GemaniiKXO because I got this video idea from her, so I give her full credit. I'll link her video in the description, and I'll also put a card. She's very sweet. I think you guys should subscribe to her because you'll definitely enjoy her content like I do. She found me first, and we have just been back and forth watching each other's videos, commenting, stuff like that. So I have the assumptions pulled up on my iPod, and we're just gonna get right into them. So the first one that I got was, all black women have fake hair or they wear weave. I want to say this is absolutely false. Does it look like I have weave into you? No. All black women do not wear weave. I personally, I wear weave every now and again. I can't even say every now and again. Like, I don't wear weave that often. And if you mean, I'm like including braids and sew-ins, all that, wigs, whatever, I don't wear them that often. But a lot of black women do because it's a protective style for our hair, meaning that our hair isn't out, it's not being manipulated, which can cause our hair to break or to become really damaged. It's not being, there's no heat being put on it, so there's no heat damage, stuff like that. I think that a lot of people assume that we wear weave in order to hide our hair because we either don't like our hair, they think that our hair is like super short and we can't do anything with it, or that we just want to have weave because we want all that long silky texture. And most of the time that's not true. People get weave because, one, it's easier to maintain. Like, y'all don't understand the struggle of taking care of African American hair. And I am a relaxed girl, meaning I get perms, so my hair is chemically straightened. But if not, I would have a big old afro. So I choose to get mine chemically straightened, but at the same time, it's still a lot to take care of my hair, especially considering the fact that I put chemicals in it to straighten it. Therefore, I'm gonna have to take extra steps to make sure that my hair does not get damaged because of the chemicals. And don't just assume that because a black girl has weave that she don't have a lot of hair, or that she just want long hair. Like, I've seen plenty of black women with long hair up under their weave, but it's just easier to maintain and take care of our hair like that. And when we don't manipulate our hair so much, it grows longer. And so having a wig cap on or having braids in, that's allowing our hair to grow. And we don't have to worry about getting up in the morning, doing this, doing that. Like, when my hair is straight, I have to wrap my hair. And so if y'all want a video on that, I'll give it to you. But if I have braids in, I don't have to wrap it. I can just put my bonnet on and go to sleep. I can wake up, take the bonnet off, put it in a ponytail. If I have braids in, leave it down, whatever, and walk out the door. And I feel like I should have told him that I was filming, but I didn't, so he just came in my room. Anyways, back to that topic. So they assume that all black girls have bad attitudes. Now, this one is a hard one to answer because, like, me, I can catch an attitude really quickly, but I feel like you gotta give us a reason to catch an attitude. I don't feel like we just walk around with bad attitudes, just like, oh, somebody see me on the street and they try to say hey, like, I'm not gonna say hey back. Or like, if somebody smile at me, I'm not gonna smile back because I got bad attitude. Like, I get attitudes, but there's an underlying reason behind the attitude. And so, I mean, in the reality of it, who do you think is always just like happy-go-lucky all the time, smiling, da-da-da-da? Like, people have their moments, and I feel like black people or black women are seen to have worse attitudes than most people because that's what is portrayed on TV, that's what's portrayed in the media. Anytime it's drama, like kind of like Love and Hip Hop, like you always see them going back and forth, attitude, stuff like that. So I feel like that's why people assume bad attitudes with black people because of the stuff they see on the TV. And I know some of the stuff happens in person, but I can say for myself that I don't just walk around with a bad attitude. Like, that's just not me. The next one is that we are all loud and ghetto. That is absolutely false. I am not loud. I take that back. I can be loud when I'm around my friends, but it's not like loud. And as far as me being ghetto, I don't think that I'm ghetto. If anything, I'm from the country, so I'm like born and raised in the country, so there's no ghetto in me. I mean, I can get like snappy on you, but that's just in my blood. Like, that's just me. That's part of the attitude. So as far as us being all loud and ghetto, like I said, go back to that Love and Hip Hop. You see them being loud, ghetto stuff on there. And people want to associate the ghetto with black people because that's who you see the most of in the ghetto as a minority. And I think that people believe that that's where black people belong, in the ghetto, because if they didn't, then the government would not do what they be doing. Now, I had this all in my mind of how I was going to explain this, because I was in AP Econ and AP Government, but there's this thing called gerrymandering, which is a reason that a lot of black people are secluded together and left together, and then that's where you get like ghettos from, and this and this and that. And then there's so what I mean by this is that they take districts and they draw lines to where the black people, which are normally Democrats, cannot win a majority vote. They use where like richer people will come in and build big old houses beside a little shack or a trailer or the ghetto, some apartments, and that'll push all of the poor minorities out. So the word I was thinking of was gentrification, and it basically means that they renovate or improve houses or housing districts so that it conforms to middle class taste, meaning it pushes out the poor black people. That's why people associate black people with being loud and living in the ghetto. The next one is, and this really ticked me off because it's so disrespectful, and I don't know if people know that they're being disrespectful when they do it, and they probably know. And I'm not gonna say that it's racist, but to a certain degree, like it kind of is. And it's when people say you're pretty for a black girl. Like, what is that supposed to mean? Just because I'm a black girl, does that supposed to mean I'm supposed to be ugly?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man.
Like, what are you saying you're pretty for a black girl? I have never been told that I'm pretty for a black girl. Like, I just get told that I'm pretty. But if somebody were to tell me you're pretty for a black girl, that's when the bad attitude assumption would come out, because I would be like, excuse me? What? Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, I don't go around saying, oh, you're pretty for a Mexican, you're pretty for a Latina, you're pretty for a white girl. Like, no. If you see somebody and they're pretty, they're just pretty. Not pretty because of, oh, you're pretty because you're black. You're a pretty black girl. Is grape our favorite flavor? Meaning like popsicles, Kool-Aid, stuff like that. No. Like, I rarely eat grape flavored stuff. Like, I'll drink grape Kool-Aid, but like, it's not the first flavor that I reach for. And I know a lot of people who don't like grape flavored stuff. So that one, I mean, I don't know where it came from, but like, no, that's not true. Typical stereotype. Do we like fried chicken and Kool-Aid and stuff like that? And I agree with Kanice on this. It's that, like, I just think it's that black people cooking, that soul food cooking. Like, we know how to season our stuff, and we know how much sugar should go in Kool-Aid, and that's what makes it so good. And Kool-Aid is cheap to make. Like, why would I go out and buy a 12 pack of soda, of canned soda, that's gonna last me, like, I don't know how long, where I can make a gallon of Kool-Aid and put 2 packs of Kool-Aid in there and a bunch of sugar and mix that up? Like, what? And the Kool-Aid packets are like 15 cents a pack versus like $3, $4, $5, $6 for a 12 pack of soda. I can make like 800 gallons of Kool-Aid with them $3 because each of the little packets is like 15 cents. So yeah, that's all the questions that I got this time. But if you guys want to see a part 2, or y'all want me to do another one, y'all can leave more assumptions or questions down below. I'll probably do another thing on my Instagram asking y'all for assumptions, or on my Snapchat. But yeah, that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. Subscribe and comment down below, hit the bell so you get notified when I post another video. Make sure you go and check out Kanice's channel. I'll put another card up here because you need to go watch our video. Show her some love. So yes, I will see you guys in next week's video, and I hope you have a great, wonderful day. Bye guys.
Yeah.